What's going on, filmmakers? I want to tell you my number one secret that I've been using for years to gain confidence, produce higher quality work, and to get into film festivals. In this video, I'm going to share with you a simple strategy that you can implement in your work to get results fast. Now, before I do that, let me just recap what I covered in the last two videos. I showed you how I was lost in the beginning, not having the proper resources to go to, and kind of figuring out filmmaking as I went. I didn't have a teacher, a mentor, and I had to kind of do everything on my own. I didn't have a step-by-step process on what it's like to be a filmmaker, on what it's like to create content. It just wasn't the best way to achieve higher quality content while becoming a more confident storyteller. And I also explained to you why my 5-step filmmaking process works better than anything else I've seen so far. I also shared with you how you can get started implementing my 5-step filmmaking process right away. In case you haven't watched the first two videos, make sure you go watch them before finishing this video. There's a lot of valuable information in them, and I really want you to check those out before you see this one. I want to share a secret with you, and I'm really excited to share this because this is something that I've been implementing in my film career that has drastically grown my portfolio. It's why you're going to produce higher quality content and having more confidence in yourself and your work. And we talked about how confidence is key to becoming a better artist. The secret is super simple, guys, and here it is. It's basically coming up with an idea that's fresh and unique, followed by and backed by the pre-production process, which is the planning stages of a film. The pre-production process is going to protect your idea. And that's it. It's so simple. It's the single most important step in filmmaking. And when you have an idea and you're planned properly for that idea, it's going to make the process of filmmaking so much more easier. Before pre-production begins, you need the idea. You need an idea for a movie, a music video, a short film. I come up with my ideas through meditation, sitting in traffic, doing some reflection, doing some thinking time. You have to write down your ideas. We discussed this. You have to write down all of your ideas, and one of them is going to speak to you. Always work the muscle in your mind. Always be creating ideas. You then have to test that idea with trusted people in your network, with colleagues, with friends, with family. You have to see the reactions. You have to see if this idea is going to work. The idea could be a sentence or two. It doesn't need to be too long. You just got to pitch it properly. If the people you're pitching your idea to appear bored or they don't give you the reaction you're looking for, then maybe you want to move on to the next idea, especially if more than one person is giving the same reaction. You have to take in that data and that information on how people are reacting to your idea. When I'm in a meditative state, I feel calm and relaxed, and that's when I find I can come up with the best ideas. Some of them are lousy, some of them are great, but I'm writing them down after. I'm constantly thinking of them. I'm constantly playing those ideas in my head as if I've already shot the film. I want to make sure I love this idea. I want to make sure it's going to be something that people can resonate with and that people can love. Your goal isn't to come up with one idea and then go and film it. If you want, that's great practice for filming, for editing, but for an overall product, guys, it took me 12 films before I got one of them into many festivals, and it took me 12 films to make a film that I loved, to make a film that I wanted to show people. It wasn't my first film that got me there, okay? My first film was to create that experience. It was to create something that will grow my portfolio in the long run, okay? So always be generating ideas, coming up with 50 ideas, 100 ideas, and then you're gonna find a few that really speak to you, and these are the ones that you're gonna wanna make. Throughout your day, just come up with new ideas in your head and see which are working, which aren't working. After you have your idea, an idea that you just can't stop thinking about and that you're obsessing over, it's now time to take it from idea and bring it to the screen. Before you do that, you have to spend time in pre-production. Pre-production is the most important step in filmmaking. A new idea is like a newborn baby, and pre-production is the parent. We have to nurture the baby. We have to take care of the baby. Well, it's just like an idea. Without pre-production, we're not protecting that idea, and it could be a disaster when we go to production and editing. Taking the idea to screen requires a lot of attention, and the more you put into planning, the better the end product is going to be. It's just like anything in life, like any industry. The more time and effort you put into something, it's going to be a better payoff. I spent months planning for my short film Unmasking that went on to play in over 12 festivals and win a few awards. Without this pre-production, the film wouldn't be what it is today. I spent a few hours every day for a month planning like crazy, overthinking, figuring out what could go wrong, figuring out what I could do to make this film better. I wanted it to be the best film that I've ever made. That was my mindset. That's how I went into pre-production. The same method applies to commercial work, documentaries, sketches. You have to plan. You have to be constantly thinking of this idea. The more you plan, the happier your client will be, your producer, and also yourself. Pre-production pays off. And a lot of filmmakers tend to skip this stage. They don't understand the importance in scripting, shot listing, storyboarding, casting. They don't understand how all of these are key elements in making your content better. I'm here to tell you that everything is important when planning your film. You're going to realize how the little things are actually the big things in the bigger picture that are really going to develop and expand to make better content. Everything matters in pre-production. Everything matters when you're making a film. And I like to over-plan these things so that I'm super prepared when I go to production. When you are prepared, you are a winner. When I see content out there that isn't as strong as it could be, I figure that the artist didn't plan. They didn't take the required steps necessary in pre-production to ensure that their content would be high quality. You're spending time and other people's time and sometimes money and other people's money to ensure that you have an amazing project. I don't want you missing out on the pre-production process because it will show in your work. The more you are prepared, the more your content will shine. Remember that your idea is everything. That 1 20-second pitch is everything. Now you got to protect that idea, and you can do that with pre-production. I want to give you a mini assignment. The next time you're coming up with ideas, don't just come up with one. Come up with many. Write them down. Write down 10, 20, 30, whatever it takes. And then I want you to test out that idea, okay? This is just the idea stage. This isn't pre-production. You're going to test out that idea with your best friend, with your family, with a stranger, because I want to see their honest reactions. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that data. When you're testing out your idea, you're seeing what the reactions are from the people that you're pitching your idea to. I challenge you to do this right now, as it is going to make you a better storyteller. I don't want you going out there and making an idea that already isn't going to work. You have to test your idea and see if there's an audience for it. Now you have to bring that idea to screen. So now you need to plan for it, pre-production. Guess what, guys? Problems will arise on set. Problems always happen in filmmaking, just like anything in life. But the more you are prepared, you're going to handle those problems like a boss. You're going to know exactly what to do when a problem arises because you've planned for it. Taking your new idea that's fresh and unique and mastering pre-production is the single most important process of filmmaking. You might be thinking, well, Rob, what's the process? What do I got to do? What do I got to be thinking? What do I got to prepare for? In my upcoming course, The Complete Guide to Filmmaking, I'll be giving away all my strategies that I use in this process. A process that I use that has helped me get into many festivals, win awards, and book clients. I cover the entire process of pre-production and go into detail in each section of pre-production. There's nothing out there like this course because I map out an entire plan for the process, from idea to execution. It contains everything I ever learned about my 5-step filmmaking process so that you can create high quality content and have confidence in your work. And if that's something you're interested in, make sure you click the link below this video to get on the early bird waitlist. Everyone on the early bird waitlist will get access to the registration link the night before the program opens to the public. So again, make sure you put your name and email on the early bird waitlist so I know you're interested. Just click the link below the video, enter your details, and your spot will be reserved and you'll get early access to the program. In the next video, I'm going to show you the complete blueprint to my 5-step filmmaking process, from beginning to end, so that you can create higher quality content. I'm going to share with you every step that you have to take to become a better filmmaker. This video will change the way that you create content, so don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.